Okay. Ryder in the storage room. Perhaps I should pop into the storehouse for a moment and see how things look. All I've been doing in here lately is organizing the place, so I thought I'd try fixing some of the broken things I'd set aside for a change.
Shiro, ちょっとよろしいですか?
Yeah, what is it? What's up?
No.
Was she in spirit form just standing in front of him? And then just...
Shiro, 調子が悪いので見ていただきたいと。
What, your bicycle?
どこか緩んでいるのか、手で押さえていてもぐらついて心もとないのです。これまで由楽のままに手荒に扱いすぎたせいなのか、少し触れただけで張りが弱くなっているようで。
Okay. Oh, so this huge chest barrier was Ryder. No, that's not it. Uh-huh.
修理って何を? 無理、そんなのの修理なんて絶対無理。というか、俺がやったらダメすぎる。
Shiro, what are you thinking, huh? My guy? What's on your mind? Ryder's like, what? What the fuck?
ほら、そういうことはセイバーには縁がないから。遠坂だって関係ないよな。
Maybe this is just a thought. Maybe hear her out first. Maybe.
そうだ、さくらだ。さくらが詳しくないはずがない。
Understand what?
今こそさくらが一番頼りになるとき。ああ、もうさくらしかいない。さくらで行こう。
Shiro.
自転車のことなのですが。今、シロは忙しいのですか?
I think she picked up on that there was a misunderstanding.
いや、さくらほどじゃないです。
涼しくなってきましたね、シロ。
Yeah, I guess. Damn, this height difference. If I were another head taller, I wouldn't have lost face in that misunderstanding. Even walking beside her is just... right? You give the side eye and you... Well, you're not side-eyeing her face, that's for sure.
そろそろシロも首元が隠れるような暖かい服を着てはどうです？先ほどから吸血跡が目につい。いえ、涼しくなってきましたね。
Excuse me, Ryder? What was that? Hearing those words coming from above so far... Hearing those words coming from so far above makes me feel like a kindergartner being spoken to by a teacher. The height difference is weighing on my mind whether I like it or not. Uh-huh. Right.
Ryder, 背高いよな。
Shiro, you know not to talk about it.
はい。
He knows better. What?
いや、羨ましいんだ。俺ももう少し背が高ければって思ってるし。
Well, I assume that's in your future. He's what, 18 right now? You probably have about a year of growth left to go, so you'll be about as tall as Archer. Well, should be the exact same height as Archer. Should be. We'll see.
モデルみたいに凛々しいし、いるだけで人の目を引きつける魅力もあるじゃんか。
That's some praise right there.
しかし。
But.
しかし、可愛くはありません。
Oh, Ryder. Cute?
それには小柄であることが前提です。私にはどうしようもない。
Okay, but do you want to be cute? Or do you want to be hot? Like, yeah, maybe you're a little too tall to be cute, but I mean, this behavior in itself is cute. So it's like, you know, true. Cute tends to be used to praise something small and delicate, and Ryder has just the opposite qualities.
可愛いって思われたかったんだ。
What would a cute Ryder look like? Clutching a plushie that she always talks to. Playing video games and getting so absorbed in them that she'd move along with the characters, hitting her head on the coffee table and knocking herself out. Shiro, where is your mind going? Peeking at the tea cakes that Issa shared with me, saying, "Fufu, what shall we do with these, Shiro?" And grinning ear to ear. So, Saber? I think all those positions are already filled. Yeah. People yearn for what they do not have, and apparently even Ryder, who looks like a faultless beauty to me, is no exception.
けどそればかりは仕方がないやな。そうだ、逆にさ、背が高くて得したことは？
あまりないですね。
Okay, well, you would think that, because you take all those things for granted.
例えば商店の一番上の棚にも手が届くとか、人混みの中で待ち合わせの時目印になるとか。
Shiro, those aren't... I don't think those are the benefits she's looking for.
不利益と差し引きすればマイナスだと断言できます。
不利益？
What are the disadvantages? She has a pensive, melancholic look, as if she's deep in thought. Looking up at her, I get the impression that she's really distressed on the inside. Yeah, perhaps there's lots of filth I end up not saying due to my height, but Ryder has in plain view. Maybe? Maybe? Even so, I'm still envious of tall people. They can forget the minor stuff and let their feelings become grand. Is that Ilya? Yeah, that's right. Climbing up to a high place makes you feel so grand that you just want to yell at the top of your lungs. Isn't that nice? Being in up high, by virtue of being so tall.
Yahoo!
Who would go around yelling Yoho at my age? Nobody in their right mind, that's for sure. Well, Taiga would definitely do that.
違う、このヤッホーは。
And a flying Ilya makes an appearance. Ilya? Coming from high up, watch out, watch out! Flying, falling. That is that's an inevitable law of physics, and not even Ilya's above it. I mean, she probably can do some magic that could make her fly, but... However, why is it that creatures that cannot fly in the sky always try to do so? The real reason might be that falling is more fun than flying. I guess. Yeah, practicing. I mean, she's gonna be the Scarlet Witch ripoff, the Silver Witch, or something like that. Ilya, why do you do this? Why are you the way that you are? She dives, keeping herself in a basic arched stance, and I execute a perfect catch. See, that's one of the benefits of being short that Ryder wants. But... never mind. I couldn't cancel out the kinetic energy. I'm getting dizzy. In my rush to protect Ilya, I end up tumbling magnificently to the ground. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. We're alright. Probably. Ilya seems to be alright. Although my now battered body is another story. I mean, she can probably harden her body with magic. She can do a lot of impossible things, so I wouldn't put it past her. That's why I want to be taller. Uh-huh. I could have caught her easily just now. Oh, did we knock over Ryder? I stiffen, thinking she may have gotten caught on something. I look back. The bicycle rider was pushing has fallen down. Ryder is frozen stiff. Her arms held out in the air as if still holding the handlebars.
Ryder.
She hasn't even noticed that the bicycle is down. I look over at her to see what might be wrong, and realize that the pupils of her eyes behind her mystic eye-killing glasses aren't focusing. Okay.
Ryder, どうかしたのか?
はい、姉様。
Ryder, are you good? Mm-hmm. So I was her elder sister. Apparently. Come to think of it, every time Ryder's with me, she's always considerate, stepping aside and acting with particular respect. Honestly, I don't mind her reserved demeanor, but I'd been struggling to find the words to describe that kind of distance between us. I see. So I was her elder sister. Like hell I am!
いえ、何でもありません、シロ。どうか今のはなかったことにしてください。
I'm guessing that was a scene that Ryder saw between her two older sisters. Maybe they did something similar in the past with one catching the other. That could be a possibility, I suppose. Ryder looks around awkwardly. She's behaving really suspiciously. Mm-hmm.
そう、 自転車の調子が悪いので見ていただきたいと。どこか緩んでいるのか、手で押さえていてもこの通り少しぐらついて心もとないのです。
That's odd.
これまでユラクのまま手荒に扱いすぎたせいでしょうが、一つシローの手で修復をお願いします。
I think Ilya just... Oh no.
ああ、それはさっき聞いた。そしてそれは自転車じゃなくて猫の大好き空間スリルキャットタワー。
Did she pick up the wrong item in her flustered state?
猫が登ったり爪を研いだり用を足したりする万能ジャングルジムで、藤姉がどこからか拾ってきていつの間にか勝手にここに置いていったやつ。
She picked up the wrong thing. The bike is still down there. Ilya. As if to break through the awkward silence, the white one dives again. I can't take my eyes off this little berserker for an instant. This time, the comment is heading straight. The comment is heading straight for Ryder.
ライダー、頼む。
あ、はい。
She'll be fine. With her tall stature and supernatural strength, she can catch Ilya easily. We'll see about that. How nice it is to be tall. Look, she doesn't even flinch after catching Ilya. She doesn't flinch. She doesn't flinch, but...
なんで？
Dumbstruck, Ryder is turned into a statue. Ilya, why'd you have to go and do that?
ライダー？
ライダー怖がってる。
Ryder? Are you... Ryder, of all people, is shrieking in terror. That's that... All the while attempting to shake off Ilya, who's clinging onto her. There are some serious psychological issues at play here, no doubt. Yeah.
ダメ。シロ、早く取ってください。
Why? Whatever doesn't matter.
失礼ね。黒いラインを毛虫みたいに扱うなんて。そんなこと言うライダーにはこうしちゃうんだから。
Ilya, please. Hugging her neck, Ilya rubs her cheek against Ryder's face. Oh, that's adorable. See, it's for things like this that Hollow Ataraxia needs an anime. Like they could streamline it a little bit, cut out some of the maybe less entertaining side bits that don't have a lot to do with everything. Of which I can only think of like 3 or 4. But hey, you know, hey, they can make it work. Oh, Ryder.
Huh?
What a strange reaction. Don't tell me there are secrets to Ryder which we are not yet aware of? Yeah. I mean, that's a show I still want to watch, but it's probably a similar thing, just without the... Actually, I don't want to know, because I do plan on watching it, so I forget I was inquiring about anything. Okay. What I do actually, never mind. I don't, never mind. There are indeed. Now let us tell the tale of a distant foreign country. Oh, wait, no, we already got Ryder's backstory. You know, I was just gonna say, like, from what I understand, it's kind of similar to HA in the fact that all the servants are still there even after the war, but that's, like, all I know. Or at least Saber's there, and I'm pretty sure the others were in the little screenshot I saw. But, yeah. That's all I know about it. Let us tell a tale of a distant foreign country. I could have sworn we already got Ryder's backstory, but it is a dark tale, tainted with fresh blood. I guess there's more of it. The story of a female monster, the mere mention of which makes one tremble in fear. The legend of Medusa. It takes place in a foreign land known as the Shapeless Isle. A faraway island that lies beyond the Okeanos, known to no one but the three Grey Witches, the Grey Eye. It is said that a fallen goddess that transformed into the terrible Gorgon lived there. Never to... True. Ryder is S tier. Many warriors reached this temple, shrouded in mystery. Some went to confirm the legend of the Gorgon. Others went to claim the glory of slaying the Gorgon. Some were dispatched to the island with an oracle's dazzling prophecy. Yet others equipped themselves with swords, spears, bows, and arrows, and traveled there with nary a word spoken to anyone else. Yet none of them still breathe. Not a single one escaped the island alive. They did not die and return to the earth either. Turned into stone alive, their lives simply ended there. Yeah. Actually, I wonder. I mean, all those statues are probably broken by now, but like, if they weren't, would Ryder be able to turn them back? Probably not, right? Probably not. Oh, that is a... Oh. I wanted to get a screen grab of just that little silhouette, but it wouldn't let me. The owner of Sabel, the mystic eyes of petrification, walks through the temple. Her hair is like silk of the Far East, and her skin is white like freshly fallen snow. And yet, she is drier than the desert of Nubia, and more vicious than a sandstorm. Sheesh, is that dry, huh? No wonder this. No wonder she's never. Never mind. Never mind. Very inappropriate joke. Never mind. She gazes at the stone statues of the petrified heroes, taking special notice of one of them. The statue of a huge man carrying a spear. His bulging sinews remind her of the great physical strength he had while he was still alive. As the temple's queen looks over the stone figure, her lips curve slightly. She raises her strange-looking dagger overhead in front of the pitiful man. I wasn't gonna say anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Pulling the chain attached to the double-edged dagger now sticking out from the statue. She wraps it around another statue. Standing in front of the chain now, stretched between the two figures. She bends down to the basket at her feet. And picks up a heap of laundry. Okay.
これかわいい。いいな、こういうの。
Okay. In the basket are a multitude of clothes made from expensive silk and linen, decorated with laces and ribbons. Did she unpetrify the clothes of people? Oh, no. She's using the chain and the statues as like a laundry tangle. I see. Okay. She washes them all diligently, rinsing in the river and then hanging them up on the chains one by one. Stoically, she labors on. The moment it falls into her hands, a spear turns into a clothesline, a sword into a hanger, and a helmet into a shoe-drying rack. Thus, having finished hanging up the laundry, she notices a single statue casting a shadow on the clothes, and proceeds to kick it down. Her work is finally completed. The owner of the mystic eyes looks at the statues scattered throughout the temple.
今日は誰も来ないといいな。
Yeah, don't want to interrupt your laundry. She sighs listlessly.
さてと、一休み一休み。
She sits down on the statue of a man trying to crawl away to escape. Would... Never mind. I was just gonna say maybe she should sit on, you know, a living guy instead, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. It didn't probably, well, maybe she, I don't know. Under the pleasantly warm sunlight, a dry wind breezes through her hair in the laundry.
ちょっと洗濯物が溜まっちゃったけど、久しぶりにいいお天気でよかった。
Yeah, good weather is always nice, for sure. Bathed by the rays of sunlight, she gazes at the sun absent-mindedly. Actually, I prefer when it's like more on the... when it's like drizzles of rain, but not like a full-on like storm. That's actually, I prefer that to the sunlight, but yeah, that's just me. Right now, she's neither a goddess worshipped by many, nor a monster which shakes the earth, but a young woman enjoying the tranquility.
見つけた。メデューサ。
Suddenly, a voice filled with anger echoes in the temple. Not that this is a rare occurrence on this island. Seeking the glory of exterminating the Snake Witch, many people come day and night to kill her. As a result, it seems that there will be one more clothes hanger to join the cemetery of bizarre stone statues. However, the owner of the mystic eyes, who was supposed to smack her lips at her new sacrifice, cowers as if meeting the end of the world.
信じられない。どうしてこんな。
Appearing on the top of the stairs overlooking the forest of stone statues. Is only a single girl in a dazzling outfit.
あなたはなんてことを。
Made some statues? Some art?
だって洗濯物を干 にその錆び臭い鎖は使うなと、あれほど言ったじゃないの。
Oh.
お許しください、姉様。便利なもので、つい。
あ
お黙りなさい。ああ、もう私の端正だった服に鎖の凹凸の跡がついて台無しじゃない。でかいあなたがバカ力で力任せにこするから、汚れだけでなく神聖まで落として。いいこと？私の体を飾る衣装はあなたの粗雑な服とは違うのです。大柄だからってやることなすことずさんなんだから。
Well, her sister is very pleasant.
はい。
Slash S.
申し訳ございません。
それに私の靴、あんなブサイクな男の上に乗せるなんてどういうこと？お気に入りの靴だったのに、あれじゃあ汚らわしくてもう履けないわ。大女総見に知恵が回りかねと言うけれど、あなたと来たら品位や美意識まで欠けているようね。
あ
はい。返す言葉もございません。
Why? Oh, why does she not just... Never mind.
その服は陰干ししなきゃダメじゃない。焦っちゃってる。もう洗濯一つ満足にできないどころか、服を全部ダメにしちゃうなんて信じられない。あなたは究極の疫病神なの？それとも最高の役立たずなの？どうなの？答えなさい、ダメデューサ。
Okay, that was a pretty good pun, actually. But...
それは、姉様、次は気をつけますから。
She should just do her own laundry. That would fix everything, wouldn't it?
まだわからないようね。あなたに次なんてないのよ。ああ、もう私は明日から何を着ればいいの？あなたみたいに裸同然のハレンチな格好で過ごせというの？
Yes. I mean, what?
でも、この服は姉様たちの。
何よ、文句あるの？あなたには私たちの余り物で十分でしょうに。
When they're like 3 sizes too small, no, they're not. This beautiful woman was told off completely by a girl with a height lower than her chest. It might have looked charming to an observer, but sadly there's nobody there to watch but wordless stone statues now.
まったくどれもこれも醜いわ。女の気を引きたがるようなゲビた顔ばっかりで、もう眺めが最悪。男はこんな顔するようになったらおしまいね。これからは美形の男だけ石にしなさい。鑑賞価値のないここの石像は全部砕いて片付けること。今晩までに。
I mean... But you literally just said a minute ago that she had no sense of beauty. So why would you trust her to pick which... Okay.
そんな、だってこんなにあるのに。
姉の私がやれと言ったらやるのよ。あなたは妹。この島では奴隷以下の存在なんだから。
That's fucked up.
あと、 この前みたいに手を抜いてベルレフォンで石像を一掃するなんてのはダメよ。そんなことしたら神殿まで焼け焦げちゃうでしょ。まったくバレなければいいだなんて誰に似たのかしら。
Oh, gee, I wonder who, huh? I wonder.
姉様だと思うけど。
聞こえたわよ、メデューサ。信じられない。さっきあなたは奴隷以下だと断ったばかりなのに、それをもう忘れて姉に反乱を起こすなんて。
I mean, I'm actually curious about that. Shouldn't Medusa be stronger than her sisters? If she has the mystic eyes? Or is the pure fact that they're still technically gods and she's not make it impossible? Or are they even... I assume they're still... Because it said a fallen goddess, so I assume in this story they're called... I don't know.
そこまでは。
やっぱり物覚えの悪いあなたには絶対霊獣の態度を体で教えてあげなきゃわからないかしら。
I beg your pardon? Yeah, which is even more fucked up. Like the fact that it's not even like physical, but just grew up being a yeah. It's that's messed up. Anyway, what? I don't like the fact that she's blushing, licking her lips, and talking about doing things to her body. That's kind of weird for a sister to be doing. Also, are her sisters the reason why she wears a collar? That's also kind of weird when you think about it.
逃げるなんて許さないわよ、メデューサ。
Shaking off the restraining voice of her pursuer, the owner of Mystic Eyes dashes off at full speed. She's heading for the stable. There resides her Pegasus, a gift from the god of the sea, Poseidon. She needs to get on a winged specimen of a phantasmal species and escape to the skies for a while, far away from the reach of her sister's hands. Then she just has to pray that her sister's mood would change before she returns.
そうすると、掃除と食事の用意が。でもあのままだったらお仕置きされて、結局できないし。はあ。
She laments while fleeing away. She's very calm about this. Thanks to her long legs, her sister couldn't catch up to her on foot. She felt gloomy at the thought that this was the only time that she was thankful for her tall stature.
私も姉様みたいに可愛ければいいのに。
And your other sister's in the stable waiting, right? She opens the door of the stable. But the owner of the Mystic Eyes stands still in shock.
姉様、どうしてこちらに？
The girl holding the reins to Pegasus laughs lightly.
あら、ごめんなさいね、メデューサ。
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
ちょうど遠乗りから帰ってきたばかりで、この子は疲れ切っています。私はともかく あなたのように大きくて重たい乗り手はもう乗せられないでしょうね。そんな、今日は朝から休ませてあげるって。島の外に出たいの？それなら泳いでいけばいいでしょ。あなたの肥えた体なら水によく浮きますもの。いいですか？持ち主として注意しますが、今日はこの子を使ってはいけません。え、だってその子は私がいただいて。困ったメドゥーサね。妹のものは姉のもの、姉のものは姉のものだと何度言えばわかるのでしょう。ほんとすぐ楽して私の天まで出かけようとするのはおやめなさい。悲しいわ。その物臭なところは一体誰に似たのかしら。
I hope the end of this story ends with her sisters dying. I know that's kind of fucked up, but they kind of deserve it.
聞こえましたよ、メドゥーサ。
She didn't even say anything this time.
仕方ありませんね。私も本意ではありませんが、妹が姉に背くとどうなるか体で教えて差し上げます。
Yeah. Both of her sisters are weird. I see.
今度は何も言ってません。ごめんなさい。
The owner cannot help but dart out of the stable. However,
あら、私のところに戻ってくるなんて姑息なあなたにしては殊勝な心がけね。下姉様。あら、私がメドゥーサを捕まえてくださったの？上姉様。
this will require some explanation. Okay. The two girls giving Medusa a hard time, each one the spitting image of the other. These two are in fact Medusa's older sisters. The eldest one is Steno the Strong. The younger one is Uriel the Farflyer. Finally, the youngest and tallest, alike yet different, is Medusa, the woman that dominates. Oh, she can dominate. Never mind. These three lovely ladies were the infamous Gorgon sisters. Exiled to the shapeless isle, turning one brave man after another into stone, they were prominent monsters even in the world of Greece. However, as a side note to avoid any misunderstanding, it was only the youngest sister, Medusa, who struck fear into the hearts of heroes. That is to say, the two older sisters could not boast of any fighting prowess at all. Or rather, while they had been acquiring an entirely different ill reputation than Medusa, her sisters were revered as goddesses by the nearby men. Originally, they were ancient indigenous gods of Greece. Nevertheless, jealous of their beauty, the goddess Athena took away their faith from the people and exiled them to the shapeless isle. Although only Medusa alone received Athena's ire, out of care for their younger sister, the siblings accompanied her to the isle as well. Since then, rumors about them being monsters started circulating amongst people. However, a rumor is still only a rumor. They did not become monsters, and merely continued to spend their days like before. The legendary infamous Medusa aside, the first and second daughters were literally perfected goddesses. The eldest daughter, Steno, a lady with elegant demeanor, overflowing grace and wisdom in her words and actions. A goddess said to be the ideal woman. It is said that merely hearing one's name escape from her lips is enough to make a man lose his senses over the rapturous feeling and swear eternal loyalty to her. The second daughter, Uriel, a lady with carefree demeanor, overflowing smile, and the essence of purity in her words and actions. Yeah, right. A goddess said to be the ideal girl. It is said that merely hearing one's name escape from her lips is enough to make a man tremble all over with honor and swear to protect her even at the cost of his life. Unlike Medusa, these two goddesses had neither mystic eyes nor supernatural strength. With merely the power of immortality and eternal youth, they were just weak girls. Athena lied about them, that the reason they would never grow old was because they were monsters. But you would think Zeus or someone would have corrected that. At least Poseidon, right? Because they were friends with Poseidon. So, like, what? Okay, well, whatever. That was false. Different from the gods of Olympus, who needed to consume the golden apples to stop aging, the sisters, especially Steno and Uriel, were born into this world as idols, completely immortal. They were the embodiment of the yearning hearts of men. Although they would never age, they were the weakest beings in this world. With no power to fight, these immortal girls would starve if left alone. They could not live without help from others. That is the divine essence of these Gorgon sisters. From the moment they were created, from the moment they were created, and up until the moment they are destroyed, they will remain the same. Except the youngest, who was a failure from birth. The youngest daughter, Medusa. Different from her older sisters, she did not have the skills of a perfect goddess. The two older sisters were forever young, but Medusa's immortality was imperfect. As a result, in spite of being the younger sister, Medusa grew older and taller than her sisters, and was revered as a monster different from them altogether. As a side note, why not to mention that she was a great goddess nevertheless? The Gorgon sisters were the result of the deification of the same natural phenomena. One could call them copies or clones. It could have been a mistake during her birth, or there might have been a deeper significance to it, but the youngest sister Medusa was not copied correctly. The older sisters embodied the concept of forever young and immortal, yet Medusa received nothing of the sort. Nevertheless, as a compensation, Medusa was endowed with various abilities which her sisters were not. The mystic eyes of petrification, a supernatural ability to interfere with nature, and excellent physical abilities. All of these can be said to be divine powers, indispensable in protecting her sisters who wouldn't live in this world by themselves. However, it was those physical differences that caused the sisters, once united, to become three different individuals. It's not a surprising development for Medusa, different from the start, but in the process of interacting with one such sibling, even the two others, who were meant to be the same, eventually showed slight irregularities. The youngest sister, an expert in combat, and her older sisters, who perfected perfected them as idols. Unlike Medusa, they liked humans very much. They welcomed the men who visited their island, comforted them, and sent them on a new adventure. Eternal idols. The incarnations of the image of a pure maiden. Idealized, never-aging young girls. Twin deities in a class entirely different from that of the haughty goddesses with full curves. That's right. As goddesses whose purpose was just to be loved and spoiled, being cute was their specialty. The ultimate sisters whose beauty would never be matched even by Medusa's best efforts. They were the Snow White goth lolly idol duo. You know... Okay. Okay. God damn it. For Steno and Uriel, that was the meaning of their very existence. Well, that's what the men observing from afar and oblivious of the true character said of them. The eldest daughter, Steno, a lady with elegant demeanor, overflowing grace, and wisdom in her words and actions. A goddess said to be the ideal woman. It is said that, yada yada yada, I already saw that. However, according to a certain younger sister, who wishes to remain anonymous, she would say that Thena was the perfect example of laziness. She had not the slightest interest in things she didn't like. Worse still, this monstrous sister's cruelty towards those she had no interest in would make the watchdogs of hell tremble in fear. The second daughter, Uriel, a lady with carefree demeanor, overflowing smile, and an essence of purity in her words and actions. A goddess said to be the ideal girl. It is said that merely hearing one's name from her lips is enough to make a man tremble all over with honor and swear to protect her even at the cost of his life. Yeah. However, according to a certain younger sister, who, once again, wishes to remain anonymous, she would say that Uriel was the ultimate display of mood swings. On top of that, she was sly as well. If I keep quiet, no one will be mad, and if I don't get caught, then there was nothing wrong, ho ho ho. And yet she would feel just a little guilty later. That's the impish, cowardly second sister. Unlike Medusa, they liked humans very much. They welcomed the men who visited their island, comforted them, and sent them on a new adventure. But even that was a gigantic trap. They loved everything pretty and cute, freely and unconditionally. Indeed, these two devils did love humans. However, what they loved was not simply humans as living beings, but rather toying with the people they liked, embarrassing and driving them to their ruin. In short, watching them struggle. They loved it more than life itself. Wouldn't that be Cinderella? Yeah, actually. that would be a better description than Snow White. Well, more like Cinderella's stepsisters, Cinderella Gotholi whatever. But I guess they're actually her sisters, so they would be... whatever.
姉様それは姉様たちが無条件で嫌う醜いものだと思うのですが
呆れた取り返しのつかないほど趣味が悪いのねメデューサいいこと綺麗なものがこの上なく無様に踊るそれが本当の美しさというものよ
Okay. Hence, Many brave men became the sisters' sacrifice. The heroes who came seeking to court them were met with impossible demands, and went back to their countries weeping. Hey Byakuran. I saw that you followed me yesterday, thank you for that. Alas, the terrifying, devilish three sisters. Some went to challenge the she-monster Medusa to gain fame and were petrified. Others went to seek the hand of the goddess in marriage and ended up ridiculed beyond all reason until they met their death. Okay. Oh, brave warriors, if there are men amongst you, they shall do well to leave this place. Yeah. This is the island at the utmost end of the world. An evil paradise inhabited by women of peerless beauty. Look, pal, I'm telling you for your own good, just don't ever get involved with the goddess. This island practically exists to teach you this lesson, you know? Yeah. And that is the rough summary of the story behind the Temple of Darkness. A peaceful afternoon without any challengers, which was quite rare. As part of the daily ritual, Medusa is being picked on by the two older sisters again.
私からも逃げようとしてたの？ふーん。私に何をしたのか。
Literally
まずは
nothing.
話を聞きたいわ。
She did literally nothing. That's the thing. Medusa's caught between the two sisters, each a spitting image of the other. Unlike Medusa, who matures slowly but surely, her older sisters remain forever the same. Since the basics of their personalities are the same, they sense the same things as well. Far surpassing telepathy, they're more like two parts of the same body, each of them feeling everything the other does. Which begs the question, if one... you know... if one does the other... That's something to ponder. Something to ponder.
そう。私に逆らったのね。あなた。私に二度も逆らったことになるわね。ええ。私への侮辱は私への侮辱だから。じゃあ、私と私がお仕置きをしてあげないと。
The two of you are wholly unreasonable.
もちろん、妹をしつけるのは姉の義務であり、権利であり、有楽だもの。
Solemnly, Uriel turns to a statue standing beside Medusa. A slim and tall warrior, raising a huge sword overhead.
顔もまあまあ整ってるし、これがいいかしら。
What? Holding onto the man's armor. She pulls herself up with all her strength, as if trying to tear the pieces off.
下姉様。
Flexing her short limbs, Uriel steadily climbs up the man's body.
下姉様、危ないからやめないと。メドゥーサ、これはお仕置きです。あなたは動かないように。
What is she doing exactly?
はい。
Is she gonna break the giant sword off and hit Medusa with it? probably it, right? Like a slithering serpent. With slow and steady movements, she flows towards the top of the statue. Not able to take her eyes off Uriel, Medusa feels as if all of her own limbs are entangled by a snake, unable to even twitch. Okay, but why are you up there?
浅はかなメドゥーサが増長するのもやる方ないのかもしれません。では私はお許しいただけるのでしょうか?
Oh, Medusa, you know better. That would never happen.
メデューサ、物覚えの悪いあなたのことだからもう一度だけ命令してあげるわ。いい？絶対に避けちゃダメよ。
Her small body dances in the air. Oh. Which is hardly surprising, given that she is Uriel, the Farflyer. The flying goddess leaps towards Medusa's snow-white neck, grins wide, opens her mouth and bares her fangs. And then, delivers an evil kiss. A battle cry that punches through the skin and pierces the blood vessels below. The sweet music of smacking lips, a dancing tongue, and slurping sounds following. Okay. And then, a blood-curdling scream from Medusa. One wonders what those who came to know her for later would think if they saw her like this. Preying not on individuals, but on an entire city, the demon Medusa sucked the blood of hundreds of people in one night. To think she was being treated the same by this cute little girl. The tall woman trembles in fear, and the cute little girl clings tightly onto her. Okay, well this explains why she was so scared of Ilya jumping on her. Steno, from the back of Pegasus, licks her lips.
おとなしくしなさい、メデューサ。痛いのは抵抗するからですよ。
Is there any point to them biting and drinking her blood? Or are they just doing it for fun? So I have a question, right? So I have it enabled, so it's the PSP version, right? So it's the clean version. Is this scene the same in the not clean version, or are they doing something else in the not clean version? I'm rather curious. Her blood plundered from both sides of her nape. Medusa is entranced, standing stock still. Think it's the same? Oh. I mean, I guess that would make sense, because... Yeah, because she's like blood, so I guess they wouldn't have that link if it wasn't... Yeah. Families suck punch. That's weird. Medusa is entranced, standing stock still, like an endless bout of anemia. It is no longer screams that she lets out. The noises now resemble the creaking of some broken mechanism. And yet... Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. The two sucking sounds weave with each other in melodious harmony, echoing within the temple. Yeah. Part of the daily ritual. The youngest sister is being disciplined by the mean sisters today. It shall be said again. That is not a rare occurrence on this island. Yeah. As I come to, I find myself at the storehouse. Wait, come to? Were you knocked out? The sunlight is now considerably lower. Has it been a whole hour already? What's funny is that little scene actually took about an hour. So, that's quite the coincidence. I tilt my head. Wait, does Ilya not know either? Wait, what? Ilya also tilts her head. Did she petrify them? Ryder frowns deeply. I feel like they got, like, flash frozen. Yeah, okay, sure. Totally believe you, Ryder. But where did the hour go, Ryder? Where did it go? I clap my hands together. Yeah, we did talk about something like that, didn't we? However, if that's the case, then what is bike number 2 doing at Ryder's feet?
Ryder, その転がってる2号のことだけど。
さあ、2号車がなぜここに放置されているか、私は全く感知していませんから。
But you wanted us to fix it, but... Huh?
そうですよね、シロ。
Yes, ma'am.
そうだよな。ライダーはここに立ち寄っただけだもんな。2号は、
Despite my mind still being a bit foggy up to that point, with Ryder's gaze fixed on me, I start to feel that there's nothing else to it. Oh yeah, she also has that like hypnotic suggestion thing as well. I forgot about that.
ええ、きっとシローがこれから修理するために持ってきたのでしょう。
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
私からの要求はありませんが、メンテナンスをするというのなら、ペダル周りとフレームの強化をしてください。タイヤは全く問題ありませんので。それでは、私はこれで失礼します。それとイリアスフィール。元気なのは微笑ましいのですが、あなたのような幼い少女には高いところは似合いません。
It's hard for me to believe that any suggestion by Ryder would work on Ilya, though. I feel like Ilya's magical power would be too high for that. But I guess Ryder does have... I guess Sakura would technically be stronger than Ilya, right? So... through that, Ryder probably has enough magical energy to be strong enough to handle Ilya, I guess? I guess that would work.
似合いませんので、間違っても土蔵の2階からダイブだけはしないように。
変なライダー。私、頼まれたってそんなことしないのに。
We beg to differ.
結構です。イリアスフィールは物分かりが良くていい。それでは夕食に。
Yeah. See you at dinner, huh? Flashing an adult-like smile, Ryder leaves the storehouse. Fascinated by the back of the cool, adult-like figure, I see her off in a daze. The stylish woman hits her head and crouches down in pain.
ライダー。
ご心配なく。それとシロー、このように背が高くていいことなどあまりないのです。
Yep, I can see that. Also, that explains why she wears like a half turtleneck. She doesn't want her neck exposed. That makes sense. Because of the sucking that her sisters did. Tottering, Ryder disappears towards the courtyard. I see. Being tall is unexpectedly troublesome, huh? I think that was just her being clumsy and not looking where she was going, more than the issue of being tall. But, like if we saw Archer hit his head, that would be one thing. But Ryder or Lancer, well, Ryder when she's flustered anyway. Called a day.